First things first, not financial advice. What I can tell you is I think MPW or Medical Properties Trust is one of the most undervalued stocks on the market, and here's why. Essentially, they're a property management company, except they own their own buildings that they rent out to hospital providers. They are currently trading at $4.78 a share. We can scroll down to their market cap. They're only at 2.87 billion. That might sound a lot, but once you look at their financials, it is actually a small fraction of what they're worth at book value. So let's pull up their financials. So first, taking a look at revenue, okay, not great. Anytime it takes multiple years for a company to hit their market cap and revenue, that's not a no-brainer undervaluation. But as you can see, negative 122 million one quarter because one of their main renters of a hospital is having trouble paying rents. So I think their stock is bottoming out right now. They're going to be turning it around, and the reason why is because they own all of their own buildings. So if a renter's not paying rent, they can always just sell the building, which they actually did do this quarter to help out their balance sheet. Going to net income, they have lost so much money the last 2 quarters. This trend is not going to continue. The reason for that is because their trouble renter, aka their largest tenant in their portfolio, Steward Healthcare, cannot pay their bills. They're actually currently declaring bankruptcy, and once they're out of their buildings and they have a new tenant in place, MPW is sure to go up. But the real reason why this company is so easy to define as undervalued is because of their assets versus their liabilities. Their assets are currently sitting at over $18 billion. Most of that is from properties they own and they can sell at any time if they wish to do so. And when you compare it to liabilities, they're only at 10.6 billion. So that leaves over $7 billion of equity that they could sell and liquidate and have that cash today. So the fact that they're only trading at $2.8 billion is mind-blowing. And the most confusing part of all of this is that they also pay a 15.5% dividend per year. The reason why their dividend is so high is because they fall under the REIT category. REIT stands for Real Estate Investment Trust. What's important to know with this is the company gets extremely favorable tax rates because they are paying out such a high dividend to its investors. So for you, if the company isn't as good of a financial position as MPW is, these types of investments are super safe, generate you a high dividend, and the stock is likely to grow on top of all of that. Definitely do your research to find out the risks, such as why their biggest tenant, Steward Healthcare, is dragging them down. But once they're out of there and they get back on track with a new tenant that's actually paying rent every single month, MPW will be right back on track. So not only are they making money on the rent they collect every single month, they also are holding all these real estate assets, property and land that are continuing to go up in value over time. To me, this is one of the safest plays you can possibly make, especially if you are selling calls or selling puts every single week to generate yourself weekly income. This is my personal and favorite #1 undervalued stock that I think will make me money for years to come. Let's go, guys.
It's the boy.